travel and services. And I just want to start out before we get into the video with giving a shout out to my J-Hen travel crew. That's my over 400 subscribers that rock with me and come check me out each week, 3 to 4 times a week as I'm posting videos on travel. But if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the subscribe button down below. That way you'll be able to be updated each time I upload a travel video. And I know you're tuning in to this video to find out some of the new stuff that's going on with Carnival Cruise Lines. But I also highlight on my channel hotel tours, all-inclusive tours. Starting next week, I'll start to post weekly videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays that deal with the topic of trending travel topics or trending travel news. So in January of 2019, Carnival has just announced that they're going to be changing the format and programming in the in-room complimentary television that you often have when you're in your room. If you've been on a Carnival cruise before, or if you're going to be new to Carnival, you do have a television in your cabin or room, and on that television you typically can watch, different shows, or and then you can also watch things that happen around the ship. They record like the game shows or some of the deck parties, or you can even watch live on your television in your stateroom what's going on like the Lido deck, for instance, where sometimes they may be having a sail away party or a band performing and things like that. So what is Carnival going to be doing now? They're going to be rolling out some top rated network channels, such as they have HGTV, the Food Network. I mean, that's probably going to be a good one because if you're in your room watching the Food Network and you got all this food that you're surrounded around on the cruise, I mean, people are really going to be working up an appetite. They're going to have the Travel Channel, Discovery Channel, and then they haven't forgot about the kids, because they will be adding Nickelodeon, as well as they're going to add Kids Central, which is specializes in programming for kids ages 3 to 7 years old. And the good thing also is the channels will be 24 hours a day. Also for news broadcasting, they plan to add CBS National News for original reporting, interviews, and breaking news. So Carnival will be keeping their movie channel that they had on their in-stateroom programming. And with the movie channel that they had in the past, you could just pretty much watch movies, some that were newly released to DVD, and then some of the movies that they show sometimes may have been out a few years. But they have said in the near future they do plan to add a second movie channel to their programming in the staterooms. And as far as sporting events and sports will stay the same. Sports programming will still be aired in the bars and the common areas throughout the ship and not in the actual staterooms. So nothing's changed with sports as far as that goes. So another big update and change with Carnival is their room service. So Carnival has been known for having their complimentary room service forever. And so that was one of the pluses on Carnival, because you can just order room service and there was no charge. It was free. So last summer, spring, Carnival started to make announcements and started to make changes, and the buzz started to go around. Room service was changing. So I went on my last Carnival cruise in September of 2018. And at that time, room service was free up until 10 p.m. So from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., room service was free. And then from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. you had to pay a fee depending on what you ordered through room service. So now what Carnival is doing is they've moved to a la carte stateroom room service, and it's going to be a fee for lunch, dinner, and late night meals or snacks or whatever you're ordering. And the cost range they're saying is going to be between $2 to $5, and then they still encourage you to pay gratuity to the staff that are bringing the food to your room. So that's a pretty big change for Carnival. They've gone from limiting the free room service until 10 p.m. and now it's just done away with altogether. But Carnival has noted that they still plan to keep the pizzeria open 24 hours a day, as well as the deli will be open for late night eating options for those that might not be looking to pay a small fee to eat after hours. Still staying along the lines of food and drink, the bottomless bubbles package has now increased as of January 1st, 2019 by $1. But if you're already booked on a Carnival cruise, and if you added the bottomless bubbles package to your cruise before January 1st of 2019, that does not affect you. But anybody from here on out that's booking a Carnival cruise and you're looking to get that unlimited drink package, whether it's for adult beverages or if it's for, soda, juice, you will have to now pay an additional $1 plus your gratuities that you would normally be charged. Another big update that Carnival has added is they've added pizza delivery to anywhere on the ship. So pizza is still free on Carnival Cruise Line, but they can now deliver the pizza to wherever you are, including your stateroom. The only catch is you do have to pay a $5 delivery fee, as well as gratuity is optional if you choose to pay. As of now, what I'm hearing is you do have to have the Carnival Hub app, and so that means you would also have to have Wi-Fi and pay for Wi-Fi while you're on the cruise ship. So they haven't said that you can do this by picking up one of the telephones and making a call. They're only doing it with the Carnival Hub app. So you would have to pay for Wi-Fi in order to order pizza and have it delivered to you on the cruise ship, no matter where you're at. But it's still something that's cool, kind of neat, because now if you're, let's say, down on the 5th floor in one of the lobbies, you don't have to walk all the way upstairs to the Lido deck to get pizza. You can just stay there, you can chill. Or if you're at one of the lounges, you can stay there, chill, and have your food delivered downstairs to you, or at least your pizza delivered downstairs to you. So that's some of the most recent updates. Now we're going to go into some of the things that I noticed when I took my last cruise in September of 2018 that were kind of new to me after going on a number of Carnival ships. So let's jump right into that. For debarkation, the customs declaration forms were no longer put inside the staterooms when you get to your last night of your stay on the ship. You actually had to go to pick those up at guest services. So if you're a person that makes purchases when you're out ashore or on the cruise ship and you want to fill out a customs declaration form, they don't put those in your room on the last night. You now have to go to the guest services and pick those up. So that's something that's important to keep in mind. As well as the process of getting luggage tags has also changed. So normally on the last night you would get these delivered to your stateroom so you can put them on your luggage and sit your luggage outside your stateroom and have your luggage picked up. So that way you just get your luggage once you get off the ship. You go and you meet your luggage. Now what you have to do is they have designated spots that you have to go and pick up your luggage tags at on the cruise ship on that last night. So that's very important. On my cruise that I was on, we had to go and pick them up between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. So you had to make sure you weren't too busy or too caught up in activities, as well as you had to pick the time that you wanted to get off the ship as well, based on the luggage tag that you had. So they did have two options. They had an early option, which was from 8:15 until 9 a.m. And then they had a late option, which was from 9 a.m. until 9:45 a.m. So again, it just depends on how early you get there, which tags might still be available and still be left for you to select from. And then the last update or change that I noticed on my last cruise was the process of getting liquor that you purchased during the cruise, whether it was on the cruise ship or off the cruise ship ashore in one of the ports. So what was actually different this time on the cruise was that Carnival delivered the alcohol to you on the last night of the cruise after 7 p.m. So I think that's kind of a good thing, because in the past you used to have to wake up early in the morning on the last day of the cruise and go to a certain location, and you may only have an hour or 2 hours to get there, pick up your alcohol, and sometimes if you oversleep it could just be crazy, because then no one would know where they stored the alcohol at or how you could get it. That happened to me one year when I overslept. Went to try to go and pick up my alcohol. The place was already closed, and it was just bananas trying to find out where to get the alcohol from and where they had moved it. So for me, the alcohol being delivered to the stateroom the night before is a plus. So I hope these updates are helpful for you. Please share this with your family, your friends, anyone that you know is going to be going on a Carnival cruise ship soon in 2019. And don't forget to hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. And if you've recently cruised on a Carnival cruise, please let me know down in the comments some of the things that you might have noticed that have changed since your last time cruising on Carnival, or maybe even once you take your cruise, if you notice something has changed that maybe I've put in this video. Please leave me a comment down below. Or if you have any questions about cruising on Carnival Cruise Line, I'm open to answering any questions that you have. I have my email address down below, as well as how you can contact me on social media. I want to thank you for watching, and just hit that bell so that way you can stay up to date on travel news and trending travel topics every Tuesday and Thursday.